intonation, pose. Yes. So through reading, are you taking them to speaking also? Speak. So after speaking, we are coming to reading, or we are taking reading to speaking. What should be there? What should be the chronological order? So language learning is listening. First task is listening. Then writing. Right? So as per the demand of the session, we are going with the reading first. Right? Right? So there are several sub-skills which you should understand in order to promote effectively. Right? In the morning in session 1, when ma'am started the session, ma'am gave you several handouts. You were having your handouts with you and you were assigned with a task also. Right? So you were supposed to go through the context. Isn't it? Right. Specific section was given to you. You were supposed to infer meaning from that section and then you were supposed to present it in front of the audience. Isn't it? This was the only thing which was done. So how that reading was done? Have you heard about skimming, scanning? Have you heard about skimming and scanning? See, if you will just speaking first, then it will be really difficult for me and others to understand what are you saying. But if you know the answer, just try to raise your hand and come up with that. You may be wrong also, but try to involve yourself. More involvement will lead to more engagement and more learning. Right? So what is skimming and scanning? I have used two words in front of you. Needs to say the first conclude a paragraph or summarize a paragraph, it should be intensive reading, detailed information. Of course, you have to go with a detailed reading, thorough understanding of the content. Whenever we are going with a thorough understanding of the content, then it is taken as. But in case of skimming and scanning, are we getting thorough understanding of the content? What should be the understanding percentage in case of skimming and scanning? Is it 100%? Then what is the percentage? What do you think? What should be the percentage of understanding? There is no punishment. After giving an answer, you can sit on your own. Yes. It should be 50% or less than 50% or more than 50%. 7-2 is of the opinion that it is less than 50% in case of skimming and scanning. What about others? I need answers from all the candidates. Are you actually going with the thorough information for scanning also, or you are looking for the exact keywords to come up with that? For thorough understanding, we are going with intensive reading, right? But when we are talking about scanning and skimming, what should be the understanding percentage? How much content we are getting? We are understanding. My question is this: can any one of you tell me the percentage? Whether understanding percentage is more in case of scanning or skimming, or it is more in case of intensive reading? It depends upon the question. Like, for example, for specific question, you will focus on specific area only. If there is a passage, it is of 1.5 page. So will you go with 1.5 page in order to look for an answer for one question? Is it possible for you to devote this much time for one passage? Will you go with intensive reading? Obviously. Yes. See, in this way, if you are tracing the whole process of your student efficiently, you will get to know what exactly we are giving to them and how successful we are as a mentor. It should be done in the classroom also. Every time, whenever we are talking about interdisciplinary approach, we are talking about values, we are talking about reading strategies, then there are several aspects. There is something specific for specific reason. For every particular contact, it's not likely everything is applicable. Right? Intensive reading is not always required. Many a times we have interest in that topic and we would like to explore it further. So for that we will go with extensive reading as per our hobby, as per our interest. If we are going with several novels, which kind of reading technique is it? Going to the novel is intensive or extensive? If we are reading for joy, then it is extensive. If we are going with a deeper understanding of a context, then definitely it is intensive. I hope I made myself clear with all the sub-skills, reading sub-skills which are listed over here in handout 3. Isn't it? Can we have more examples for the last one? Last second, inferring. There is one more keyword which is listed there, inferring. What is this inferring or inferring? What it is about? 5 we have discussed, 6th one is left. So who is going to give me the answer from table number 7? Table number 7. I need table number 7. Yeah, one answer from here. You have already given answers, some other candidates from this table. What is an example for inferring? Is there anyone who can? telling students to take a few words from a paragraph, so they are saying it can be taken as an inference, right? It can be taken as an example. What is paraphrasing? Have you heard about paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is not confused with summarizing. In which particular way? What were you doing in session 1? Summarizing something in our own words and making others able to understand that content. That is called paraphrasing. So what was there in session 1? Think, ink and share. This was an activity. So what was done? Whether it was intensive reading, extensive reading, which particular technique was used? Intensive, extensive. Which kind of expression was there? Inference. Right. It was inference. So all these terms are clear to you all. Now who will summarize this thing? Can I have one candidate to summarize all these reading subscripts? Okay, go with anyone. I have made it simple. Now who will come forward? See, if you will think like this, then definitely it will be really difficult to move on in this session. Yes, please. That's up to you. Choice is yours. Okay, so first reading subscript point is prediction. For the prediction, we have the definition. Looking at headlines, pictures, typeface, and layout to guess what you think a text. We can ask the students to make it clear by looking into the text that what the text is giving you actually the meaning. Okay. Simply, we can make it clear to the students like this. We can write the title on the board itself. Ask them to close their book, whatever the text they are having, and then ask. For example, a topic is there, a bottle of juice. In my class, I have personally asked the student, what do you mean by juice? And frankly, I got the answer very amazing. Some of the students said, "Ma'am, juice तो cold drink होती है." And I was amazed कि बच्चे cold drink तक पहुंच गए हैं. They are aware of the word. Juice को पता नहीं है, पर फिर भी वो किस चीज को बता रहे हैं? Cold drink को नाम बता रहे हैं. तो वो जाके मैम cold drink की bottle को बोला गया है यहाँ पर juice. Yeah, of course, everyone is free to go with the experience. You can't restrict them. No, you have to go with the same thing which I have to, right? They should be free. They should be free to explore their thoughts. Yeah, we have to welcome all the ideas. And even in this session also, it will be more engaging if you will come up with your own ideas. Right? And understanding will be more, even your takeaways will be more. Right? Good. Now for the next one, who would like to come up? Can be. That can be.
To find out the specific information, to get a specific information or any date or anything like that can be, we can find out it rather than reading this whole. We have to emphasize on that terms or dates or anything which is written there. Specifically, we have to go to
So
that.
motivation
That
element
is
is
the
there from
scanning.
ma'am. Ma'am is already motivating all the candidates if they are giving us the answers. Very good. Good job, ma'am. Next, can we have next definition from the others? Yes. There should be a clap for all of them who are participating in this session so actively.
Instance, we can give the example of the language chapter that he was an ox of the man. What is the meaning of this word? So by reading that sentence, they can try to guess and that ensure the meaning of it. Ma'am, it can be the out of the text connection can be there.
Yeah, for instance, can't be restricted to a particular, right? Thank you.
these points all together, one by one. Suppose I am going to start with a chapter, so I ask the students to go through the pictures and if there is any table or painting, whatever, so they will predict what is going to be done in this chapter. What are we going to learn? Then we'll go for skimming, simple reading.
Okay.
Simple reading. Suppose it is a poem, so I ask the students to recite the poem. Not only recite, they will just go through with the content.
Yeah.
Then third point is scanning. We go for the specific purpose, what actually is going to be done. Then
Okay.
fourth point is extensive reading again.
Okay.
Then
But extensive reading is not possible for the same section. Is it possible to go with extensive reading for the same section? Yes. Can we go with that?
no. Extensive, that is roughly like novel. We gave example of novel. It just go. It will not deeply going with the.
Ma'am took you from Tare Zameen Par to Sitare Zameen Par. So what it was?
I haven't seen that movie actually. Sitare Zameen Par. I haven't. Then for detailed information, we go different things we can share.
Okay.
The children will be able to read the chapter, think about the values, what they have learned about it, and they will be able to share or express themselves in their own language.
Yeah. Expressing the thought or understanding of a content in own language is the most important part. If you're reading something, definitely that interest must be there in your own words. Instead of reading the context or the content which is there with you, if you have actually got some idea what this session is about, definitely you can come up with a things in your own, right? So that is the most important element.
Last point is encourage. When children are able to express the whole story in their own language, summarize, they will be able to summarize content.
Yeah. Good. So ma'am deserves a clap. Ma'am has already explained everything in own words, and that also it's like the answers were also correct, right? So let's proceed further. I hope I have already made it clear to you all that what is skimming, what is scanning. Still you can go with the definitions which are there. So skimming is all about getting a general idea about the topic, right? And scanning is about yeah, it is done for specific purpose and is looking for specific information. Then comes summarizing. What is summarizing? Giving a brief outline of the content which you have received, right? So you have to include all the vital information whenever you are summarizing it, right? Now there are several aspects where we are implementing the reading strategies or reading techniques. What they are? Is there anyone who can come up with this thing? Which kind of connections we are making with the reading? Whenever we are reading something, and there are three connections which are listed in the presentation or in the slide which is there in front of you. So can I get answer from any one of you what it is about? Which kind of connections we are talking about? There are three aspects: text to text, text to self, text to word. Text to text is skimming. Text to self is any other answer? Come up with the answer. Show your involvement. More you will be involved, more things I am going to tell. But if you will sit like government creators, then definitely I will just go with the thing and it won't be an interesting session, right? So in order to make it more interesting, come up with the answer. Okay. So you are talking about interconnection when you are talking about text to text.
coming from